From Russia with Love, Minute One. My name is Brian.
My name is Brad.
And this is the podcast that takes the longest running, most smooth, suave, debonair. I had to reference the French voice once. It's a callback now. Debonair spy franchise there is. And shakes it out 1 minute at a time. Because this is Minute Bond. Because this is Bond.
Minute Bond.
In my minute defense, it has been over a year since I recorded a new episode. Hey. So, Brad, if you haven't listened to the foreplay episode, Brad, the new co-host of Bond Minute Bond, the previously known as number one biggest fan of Bond Minute Bond out of six. There's
double O's. 6 double O's.
Yeah. There were 6 people in the Spotify year in review who listened to this more than anyone else. And if you haven't listened to that episode of me just celebrating you that would have came out before this, just like, fuck, man, you guys
are awesome.
Yeah, I had enough. It was enough to be like, holy shit, Brad, like, hey, like appreciating his affection for the podcast before there was an opening. Just the idea that 6 people like DM me on Instagram. I want to just be like, thank you. Anyway, Mr. Bradley Cooper. They're going to have to go to your Instagram to see if it's true or not. The link is in the description. What happened in this minute?
We get the iconic gun barrel sequence, which is not Sean Connery. It's actually his stunt double in this movie still. I believe that changes next movie. I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Spoilers, la 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 la.
But we see James Bond wandering around kind of a dark hedge maze or like a vineyard or like I'm trying to think of what those things are called with all the flowers.
As Lily Peach would say, a vineyard.
Yeah, we see him kind of just wandering around. This minute's pretty quick. The gun barrel sequence takes up probably about the first 30 seconds. And you can tell something's following him, or he's unsettled.
Yeah.
In this minute, he's definitely unsettled.
Yeah, I was checking. You're correct. It's nearly exactly 30 seconds. In the last movie, did it like kind of jump or at 32 seconds, it's like shrinking down the gun barrel, turning into the white circle. It's shrinking down, but then it like jumps smaller and smaller until it disappears. Did that do that in Doctor No?
I don't think so, because I think it went red and then just opens up to the cold open, if I remember right. But I would have to go back and check. I don't remember off the top of my head, because they do a lot of funny things with the gun barrel sequence as time moves on.
Yeah, and honestly, the fact that it's only 30 seconds is like very quick compared to the last movie, because the last one started with all the imagery and flashing lights and the kind of what me and Christian called the alien-esque noise, which was really the disruptor at the end of the movie or whatever that machine was called. And then it did credits, and then it went into 3 blind mice like 2 or 3 minutes in, and then it did a whole sequence following them. So the fact that we're only got like 33 seconds before we see Bond's face on screen is radically different from the last movie.
Yeah,
at least
it definitely is. And this cold open, this style of cold open is going to hold on for quite a while throughout the franchise, where they do the gun barrel sequence before the cold open, and then there's some times where they do the cold open then the gun barrel sequence,
like in Casino Royale. Yeah, so let's see. Do you know where this is? Because all the statues are very very interesting to me.
I believe most of this was filmed in Istanbul. A lot of this movie was, but where they're supposed to be right now, I don't remember. I don't know if they ever explain where they are.
Okay, I think it's very curious how he kind of looks back around 40 seconds. It's more. This is just how I'm reading the acting. But him stopping by the gargoyle statue and then looking back kind of reads to me like, I'm good. Wait, is somebody behind me? Like, what is going on? Because he takes his time to look back and he looks a little confused.
And then when he looks forward, he kind of looks confused forwards too, and then picks a direction and just like, okay, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
But you can tell something's following him, or he's not sure. You can tell something's off.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Prediction. Don't tell me if it's true, but is this
wrong?
I'm just questioning out there, you son of a bitch.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
Just kidding. Your parents are probably very nice people.
They invited you to Christmas, by the way. It's just
Are you serious? Because I'd like to be the second version of that guy who randomly texted a grandmother and she was like, "Hey, we got a plate for you if you want it." I thought it could do like the Megamind movie did, or some other movies where it shows middle of the story or near the third act and then it flashes backwards. But I don't.
Quentin Tarantino.
He does that like 17 times in a movie, in every movie except for what is it, Django Unchained and The Hateful Eight, which are majoritively
Oh yeah, he doesn't. The Hateful Eight doesn't. Yeah.
yeah, majoritively chronological order. Honestly, I'd be a little surprised if they did do that because I don't remember any in the Daniel Craig era that necessarily did that.
No, I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't believe so.
Okay. The one thing they did do in terms of jumping around was jumping around in terms of quality. That was,
in Casino Royale.
in the Daniel Craig films.
Yeah.
They never messed with the narrative structure, but they definitely messed with the quality.
Yeah. Well, especially in the Casino Royale open when it's black and white and kind of grainy. To kind of give that like happened in the past old feel, even though it was like 2 weeks ago.
That's what I meant. It wasn't that I was trying to insult the quality of Quantum of Solace and Spectre.
Nope. Don't do that.
Especially since I know you love Spectre. Yeah. All right. We finished with him running up to, a naked statue that I don't know the name of, but as a convenient shadow across the crotch. And I'm just curious if these shoes that are following him are Oxfords or Brogues. Kingsman reference, which you won't because you've not. I'm honestly surprised that you've never seen the Kingsman movies, considering your love of Bond.
Yeah, I just watched The Man with Uncle too, so I mean, I'm even farther behind on that.
Ooh, the Guy Ritchie movie.
Yep, Henry Cavill.
Well, at least you got some good sleep, right?
Wasn't bad. It took me a little bit.
Yeah, that's a yeah. Yep, I watched it once. It was a movie that did things. But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about this minute? It was a light opening, but it was a heavier serving than Dr. No gave in the same time frame.
Yeah. I mean, the first 30 seconds were the bullet sequence, so I mean, you're not really going to get a whole lot in the first 30 seconds.
Cool. Well, then in that case, if there's a minute that you're looking forward to us getting to, drop it over on Instagram at instagram.com/bondminutebond. But for now, do I go first? Do you go first?
You guys both switch back and forth, so I don't know how you guys want to do that.
Let's see.
Because that was money.
Every penny of it.
Yep.
So you would go first by saying I'm Christian. Or no.
I'm Brad.
Oh God, that sounds sexual. No, start with your name. This wheel's rusty. And by wheel, I mean me. What's your name, sir?
My name's Brad.
I'm Brian.
And that was money.
Every penny of it. That sounded dirty, how I said that.